2.
I need like LeBron James chalk dust to throw up. Like Sean, if you could get me some of that. I know you're gonna actually produce today, but we're gonna need you to put a hold on that and then go get me some chalk dust so I can be LeBron James.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's fine. We probably have some powdered drugs lying around here that you could use.
Is that misappropriation?
Hey, fellas.
It is a misappropriation.
Oh shit, we got a Dan.
Is that your Harry Carey?
What's up,
Dan?
Hey there.
Hey.
Yeah. We're doing a little Monday morning recap today. The parents are gone.
The inmates
Yeah.
run the asylum.
The inmates are very much running this fucking asylum.
I don't even think they know we're doing this show. I don't think we were told to do this show. We just decided to do this show.
We're go-getters.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We got off a plane. Me and Giorgio were like, let's do a sports show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bet it looks and sounds really good too. I bet there's like no streaming issues. I bet people are loving it. We should go ahead and see who's in the chat. Should we go ahead?
We got some boys. You got the boys in the chat. Chapes is here. Schofield, Lloyd Burke.
Schofield's on. I mean, he was in
Schofield's
Nashville.
here. Oh wow, so
Just
you
checking in.
Jacob Nickel.
It's probably at Leatherwood still. They just did a show. Obviously, Jesse had to produce. Me and Giorgio had a flight before they did, before the show actually. So shouts to Jesse. She's a gangster.
Holding it down.
Holding it down.
She actually is the OG producer.
I know we're gonna be out of a job soon.
She was producing in the maternity ward at one point,
Yeah.
which I enjoyed that story before I had a kid, but after watching my wife get split in half from like a foot away, man, Ross is a savage.
I would never
Like, hey.
want to see that.
Hey, it's good job on the kid.
Can you go a little higher with the camera?
Yeah, let's.
little higher.
And then if you can get that to Podbean pretty quickly, if you could just go ahead and get that in there.
Yeah,
that'd
that'd be great.
that'd be
Upload
great.
it. I don't care how shitty the hospital's Wi-Fi is.
Why aren't we going live?
Yeah.
From the
Why aren't we
hospital.
going fucking live? God damn it.
To see our third child's. Oh, sorry, wait. Do you think he'll make us go live if they have another kid?
Yeah, probably.
Are they in the air yet?
I hope so.
They have to be in the air.
You would think so.
Yeah.
Bill, let us know. You're a guy on the ground.
He's in
Bill
the airport.
Schofield. Let us know if they are. What's going on?
Shouts to Bill. Shouts to the Yandy man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Talk about the weekend. I heard Yandy was all over it.
Oh my God, Yandy.
If you told me that Yandy rolling up in a golf cart with Ron White was on your bingo card, you're a fucking liar.
Yeah.
Because he did that.
He did with a dog.
I had assumed that Yandy had like maybe cart girled Ron White with some extracurriculars, and Ron just followed him.
We're not really sure about that. Ron was very open.
Ron was an open
things.
book yesterday.
Yeah, we didn't really ask him questions. He just sat down and started telling us.
Not sure when that's going to come out. I'll probably start editing tonight. But a lot of fun interviews, a lot of good. It was super easy. Like, I don't know, Giorgio made such a big deal. Like last year we had no power. Guess what? We had power.
Yeah.
Well, we're on a different hole this year. We were not on hole 9. We were on hole 3, which happened to be right beside.
Every golf course, like every hole is by some type of building, some little shack. Just run power. You just got to ask for that 100-foot extension
cable.
cord.
Can I tell you what my favorite part of hearing about the weekend was?
Yes.
It was you texting me yesterday about Johnny Damon being bombed and saying he was a Hall of Famer and asking me to check his numbers.
Yeah, he did that. He did that on the show.
He was just talking about how the postseason should count. He was essentially making the Julian Edelman argument.
Yeah.
He then compared himself to Ohtani, right?
I don't know.
He mentioned Ohtani's numbers and then mentioned his own.
Is that the
Ohtani's been playing like 2 years.
Yeah,
I guess congratulations. He probably has more Major League home runs than Shohei Ohtani after 2 years.
I think Dan went to bat for him too. So
I think he did.
You'll just have to stay tuned for that episode.
I don't know. By the way, according to the numbers, Johnny Damon in the postseason has a 101 WRC plus, which makes him a league average hitter in the postseason. I don't really know. He's got an OPS under 8. Yeah, I don't really know what.
See, all right, now you tell him that because he's
yeah.
all of like 6'4" and 225.
Yeah, no, I'd be like, yeah, you're a Hall of Famer, sir. Yeah, like
Dude, Johnny was a fucking unit.
that. He is
I
twice
had
as
no
jacked.
idea.
Twice
No
as jacked
idea.
as he was as a player.
I thought it was Chris Pontius
Yeah.
from Jackass. I thought he was gonna party boy.
They do look oddly similar.
But Johnny's got his, full main back.
It's kind of nice though. I was a little jealous.
Yeah, he looks good.
He had a nice little broad with him too.
He looks good. Well, I think that's his wife, but yeah.
Who knows?
Refer to your wife as a broad.
I'm afraid of his wife was a
Very
fraud.
disrespectful.
Maybe he yeah.
Picked up this hat at the Titans game because, nothing
Oilers?
says Houston Oilers like the fucking Tennessee Titans.
Also, it should be noted, Johnny Damon, in the 2 years he won a World Series, one with the Yankees, one with the Red Sox, below average hitter in both of those postseasons.
He talked about both those World Series wins.
Yeah.
Listen, without Johnny Damon, there's no Big Papi. Everyone knows
That's true. That's true. So, Johnny, I'm sorry.
Also,
I would never tell you this to your face.
All I'm saying is just hear him out. Hear him out on the episode on the regular Drinkin' Bros channel. Obviously, we have John Daly. We had Rob O'Neill. We had a bunch of guys.
We have a member of NSYNC. I'm not going to tell you which one, but you should be really excited. He's the best.
He is the best part of the episode by far. He's awesome.
Who?
I'm not going to tell you.
We have a member
who
of
from
NSYNC.
Oh, my guess is Joey Fatone.
Yeah.
Sean, can you go ahead and hit that air horn, Sean?
Well, Joey Fatone's the one that goes out and does stuff. Joey Fatone's like a big fucking sports fan. We actually, the pilot that me and Gershowitz got optioned, we pitched it to Joey Fatone. Like we were in talks with his people to like have him be in it. And he didn't want to.
Oh, well, makes sense. He's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
And I think he has enough money.
He would have been a star. He would have been one of the leads.
He is a star, and he has enough money to just
I'm just saying, Joey. I'm just saying, Joey, you fucked my life up. And now here I am, trying to support a child.
Not
talking to people in a YouTube chat.
Are you part of SAG?
What?
Drinking
Are you technically part of SAG?
No, SAG's actors, so I'd be like the Writers Guild.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm not. The screenplay is registered through the Writers Guild, but I'm not in the Writers Guild. Jordan is, but I'm not.
Nah. Do you have to be in the Writers Guild?
I don't know. The South Park guys aren't.
Do you have an IMDb?
I do have an IMDb, yes.
From exec board?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I didn't make it. It just showed up.
Okay.
I didn't fucking do it.
Same with me.
Yeah.
I don't have a Wikipedia page, but I do show up. I think it was my friends. Famous Fijis. Oh, that's somebody put me in there.
You want to mention what happened to you getting called out as a celebrity this weekend?
Oh, my girlfriend was on a bachelorette party in Kansas City, and this guy I guess looked a lot like me, and so my girlfriend kind of did a double take, and all of her friends did a double take, and the guy came up and was like, "Hey, what's up? Like, I saw you guys like obviously
looking at me,
got the eyes, right?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, you look like my boyfriend." And he's like, "Oh, that's crazy. They used to, all my friends say I look like this old TFM writer, Jackhammer."
Long live the hammer.
Yeah.
In no situation should I ever be the celebrity in a celebrity doppelganger.
No. But you know what's fun, though? Did that piss Kylie off? Because it always pisses Courtney off.
No.
When someone's like, "Oh, my God."
They think it's funny. And yeah, if you didn't know, my old writer name for TFM was Jackhammer.
Jackhammer. It's for the good sex you do.
There's really...
It's rough, but...
First day, Dylan just asked, what do you want your writer name to be? I'm like, I don't know. Fuck, Jack Hammer.
No. I fuck like a jackhammer and I lift weights. My fucking is hard but precise.
Yeah, no, I was going for the meathead persona.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for.
That's fair. Giorgio, did you have a good time on your little weekend?
I had a great weekend.
Yeah.
I'm real tired.
You look relaxed. Maybe that is just tired.
Yeah, he was at a fucking festival most of it.
Yeah.
He flew coast to coast. Well, kind of. Well, Nashville's whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of
three-quarters of the country.
Central, yeah. It's right on that border.
Super happy to be in a place where with 15,000 people unmasked and every girl is in a thong or fishnets or some sort of booty shorts with furry boots on, and most of them are on ecstasy. Just a good time.
Sounds nice.
It was a good time. I had a little flashlight that I could like shine.
Your girlfriend's not going to listen to this, right?
Cool.
No, she's definitely not. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
That's why, like, my wife will be like, I don't want you talking about that on the podcast. And I'll be like, well, you'll never check. So
you'll never listen.
There's a lot of hours of content. Feel free to dive through those, babe.
Never happening. So,
let's get some sort of like Google alert up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, we were pretty checked in, or I tried to be checked in some sports this weekend.
Big things happened in sports this weekend.
I mean, you obviously were at a festival. I was at the Vanderbilt, Georgia game on Saturday.
How was that?
Laszlo Lopez.
I saw you waterboard Laszlo Lopez.
I did. Well, you saw my arm.
Yeah.
You saw the Yandy man. Looked like he's been there before.
Yeah. We were talking about that off air. It was because it was Yandy and Tansy, both in the military. I forget where Yandy served. I know he's a Marine. I forget where he served. But I saw that and I thought, one of them probably did this professionally, right?
You gotta think,
sure.
yeah.
Why not?
You gotta think, and it's definitely fucking Yandy, man, because you see the way he goes back when he puts the shirt over his face.
Yeah.
And then at first he doesn't cover the nose, but then he goes full force.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
It's just like a reflex for him.
Yeah.
It's like somebody swinging. It's like a tiger swinging a golf club or something. It just comes right back.
Riding a bicycle.
Looked at home in
Riding
Nashville.
a bicycle, yeah. Dude, Yandy in his element. It was a sight to see.
Oh, me and Dan last night out, we little cruised their little 6th Street. What was it called? Again?
Broadway.
Broadway, yeah.
Broadway's nice. Nashville, I will say Nashville, to me, I love it. It's a good walking town. Reminds me a lot of Austin, but with just bad hats.
Terrible hat selection, and everyone's just allowed to do it. And we also tried some artisanal moonshine.
I'm not just talking.
Okay.
I'm not just talking cowboy hats. I'm talking about like feather in the cap, like fucking I don't know, weird
on men.
No, one dude
on men, like artistic hats.
One guy thought it was Slash.
Yeah, there was a Slash hat.
Okay.
And then one dude had like a, the Indian one from Aladdin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
like a turban. Or no, the fez.
Yeah.
It's a fez.
There's like pioneer hats. Girls will wear hats. Girls should never wear those hats.
There's just a weird like hat thing going on in Nashville.
Yeah.
It's like that's their identity is like, we're pretty bad at
It's
everything.
Austin with bad hats and worse music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you don't like country music.
Oh, it's terrible.
She's country.
I like country music.
We did go
one
see
likes country.
this guy rocking out at just this local bar.
Dude, yeah.
Doing covers.
There was a guy doing covers and just going nuts. He did a fucking fantastic Led Zeppelin.
Oh, I was hoping it was country covers. I'm not interested in
He
your
did
Led
some
Zeppelin.
country.
He did chicken fry. They did chicken fry.
No.
Yeah.
He didn't do chicken fries. So it was like kind of like a battle.
Okay.
Dueling guitars. And he did Sweet Home Alabama. The other guy did chicken fry. And the dude did chicken fry had no range. So he got fucking... I don't even know why he showed
There's
up
no
on
way
stage.
to cover that well, especially if the other one's doing Sweet Home
We were-
Alabama.
no, but we were
like that's
there.
not even a good like. It's like someone pulls out an RPG and you're like, oh yeah, and it's just like a bow and arrow.
No, he
or
did
something.
chicken fried after this dude did Zeppelin.
It
and
was-
just-
it was-
Yeah, that's
you can't follow
You could tell he was definitely the weaker of the two, and they both kind of knew it.
yeah,
And it was just like,
I was like, don't even show up.
Yeah,
Just
no.
let the one guy sing
yeah.
the whole time.
Speaking of things you didn't enjoy, I heard you weren't like the game being there was fun, but you weren't. You were unimpressed by the Titans game.
Yeah. All right. So here, I get the tickets for the Titans. The whole crew. We had 9 of us. Or like the 9 of us were sitting in the upper decks, like Lasso Lopez and everything. But then Ross and Dan had club suites, or not suites, but like club
level seats.
Club level seats. They brought me with them with Ari. The guys in the top row were actually in the shade. We were baked.
Yeah,
We were directly in the sun in the club level. And the game was fun. Titans are good. Had the Colts teased up to 11.5. That was cool. They covered barely last second. I didn't really appreciate the Titans kind of stolen valor with the Houston Oilers.
Oh yeah, were they honoring Oilers players like anyone in Tennessee gives a shit?
That nobody, like, they never played in Nashville. It was just old Oiler players that
Right.
had no history in the
So
city.
were they like Warren Moon? like
Yeah.
just like no connection to that at all.
And selling Oiler gear.
Yeah.
And you'd see like Oiler jerseys with like Derrick Henry on the back. It was gross.
well, they're the last team to like franchise to move and then change mascots, right?
The Browns did it around the same time. The Browns moved to Baltimore, became the Ravens, and then
the Ravens aren't like honorary
because they don't have any history
Cleveland
to honor.
Browns.
Right,
Yeah.
no,
Sorry,
because the
sorry,
Browns
bro.
and the Browns are still a team.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
they became a team again.
After
Right.
the fact.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
So if, like
but
the Oilers became a team again, Tennessee would have to
Titans
stop
kind of
repping them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Also,
been
why
long
did the
enough.
Texans?
The Titans have a history. You have Air McNair.
You do. I mean,
yeah, they have a
Eddie
tragic
George.
history with
Yeah.
Steve McNair.
Yeah.
Eddie George, come on.
Eddie George.
God, Eddie
losing
George-
on the 1 yard line.
What a running back! They don't make running backs like him anymore.
Just a hoss.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
the run game. I
R.I.P.
miss
Air
it.
McNair.
Yeah.
He went out doing what he
Well,
loved. You know?
cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, it's we don't pass judgment. It's just a thing to do.
He really did go out cheating on his wife.
If you're gonna go out,
Yeah. You can't cheat on someone. You can't cheat on your wife with someone who is somehow more jealous than your wife would be for you cheating on her.
And also, like, if you're going to be on the end of a murder-suicide, at least you go out
Be the
first.
suicide.
right?
Yeah.
right.
No. You're the murder.
You need to get murdered.
He did get murdered.
That's what I'm saying. You would rather be murdered than be the killer.
Yeah, you'd rather
and
be the
commit
victim.
suicide.
You'd rather be the victim for sure.
Right.
You
'cause
want to be
then
the
it's-
victim because then you're just memorialized. If you're the Benoit in the situation, not so much.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to you don't want to be the Chris Benoit.
You want to
guy.
reverse Benoit that.
Especially because you're using like exercise equipment to kill people.
No, he killed himself with that.
Oh, that's right.
No.
He used his bare hands for
Yeah,
everyone else.
crippled cross-faced his children to death. Yes.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's a pretty deaf joke.
Wow. Man, enough time has passed.
Did he cripple them with it, man?
Yeah. I mean, they're beyond crippled.
Giorgio, are those the
ultimate
greatest
cripple.
wrestling moves of all time?
Apparently.
How would you rate it as a...
They live up to the name.
Like, did he German suplex his wife onto her head? I don't know.
Well, he has to do it into Germany.
I never read the actual, report.
The police report?
I'm assuming he probably strangled him.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
And then he left the Bible next to him. It was very dark.
Yeah, not great. Not great. Steve McNair was just having sex.
Right. So,
and then took a nap. He was a post-sex nap.
And got shot, right?
Yeah, they should just shot him in the head or chest or something.
If you're going to go out, might as well, right?
But that's what
And
they
then
should
you
be
can't even be
honoring at a Titans game.
Right, and you can't even be mad that he was cheating on his wife. Like, his wife's just, I guess he's dead now. Like that's got to be conflicting, right?
She gets his NFL
What a funeral.
pension.
Yeah. So, you know what? That sounds like a Carrie Underwood song.
Like, the side piece killed my husband and I got all the money.
Yeah, like it's the plot to a Carrie Underwood song.
Like, you're mad at him for cheating on you, but like he's dead now. So,
and he had kids.
guess-
I'm pretty positive, right? So that's...
Yeah.
And then she becomes the rich widow.
But then I'd be mad again because I have to explain to the kids everything that happened. Like,
No,
all right, here's A to B to C. It's either that or they Google their dad.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
When kids can Google their parents, it's just wrong.
It was way, way easier to cheat on your wife and get murdered by the woman you're having sex with.
Hide it.
Yeah, in like the 60s and 70s.
Would you rather die with your side piece or would you rather die beside your loveless married wife?
Ooh. Well, I mean, he apparently had a good time right before he died, so he went out on top.
Right, like if the side piece broke in and killed him there in their marital bed.
Oh yeah, you don't want it. You don't want that.
No.
Yeah, at all.
This is a sports show.
Yeah, well, we're talking about an athlete.
Talking about one of the greatest athletes in Tennessee Titan history, and they didn't honor her. Like, they're just
Of
doing
all the
Oiler
people,
night.
and he was an Oiler too. He was both. He came over with
Didn't
the
mention
team.
him once.
None.
Bullshit.
No mention of Jeff Fisher.
Absolute trash. What? So all the greats. They left out all the greatest.
all the greats.
I can't even name an Oiler besides Warren Moon and the guy who came out gay after the fact. who I can't even name. I just know that about him. He came out after his career. Those are the only two Oilers I can remember at all. And then the other ones are like McNair and Eddie George, who were also Titans.
Right.
Yeah. So Titans game, what'd you say? Gorgeous stadium, boring atmosphere.
Stadium was whatever. It kind of reminded me of the Link. I'm not like a super huge fan. Go ahead and switch to me, Sean. Yeah, you're a little slow on the trigger finger there.
Yeah, Sean's producing today, so just go ahead and feel like yelling at him.
Fill up the chat with hate if Sean's making you mad.
Like if you hate Sean. So go ahead and give us a like if you hate Sean.
Ooh, 33.
Retweet, yeah.
34.
34. There we go. Keep going. Keep going. It's like
We want to get more likes to prove that you hate Sean than Sean has Facebook friends.
Yeah.
That's the goal. That was
I
the
agree.
threshold we're trying to cross. So we got to get to 80.
give or take. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a little high for Sean. You're giving Sean a little
Well,
credit.
you know.
It's a lot of Facebook friends for Sean.
Dan, how did this is a little, I guess, out of your realm, Giorgio, but Dan, how'd you do on the week? Gambling wise?
Let's time out because if you watch me and Dan's preview UFC show, we gave you a 7-fighter parlay that hit.
What?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, they were all favorites.
Fuck it. Who
We
cares?
went chalk.
We went
And
chalk, but
it worked.
Yeah.
How much would you make on that parlay? You put $100 down. How would you make?
Fucking no, man.
It
I
was
didn't
like-
do it.
Yeah, no, we knew it. It was probably like
We just gave it to you on the show.
2,500.
Every pick was right.
All right.
So I mean, if you're at home betting with us, you're getting that value.
It was dangerous though. There was quite a few fights that like
Very close.
our guy survived a storm.
And-
The Volkanovski Ortega fight was incredible.
Almost fight of the year, probably.
So
And then
far,
Volkanovski got drunk
yeah.
before his post-fight interview just doing shoeies. He must have done like 10 shoeies.
10 what?
Like he pours
drinking
a beer,
beer
in
out of
a
a
shoe
shoe.
Oh.
because he's
wow.
from New Zealand.
And
That's a new
He got
thing
bombed
now.
that fast?
Yeah, no, he's just a rowdy.
Yeah,
human
I guess
being.
when your head's all fucked up from getting hit in the head and you're exhausted and dehydrated. Yeah, that'll do it.
I learned a new phrase this week. I think
What?
He kept saying "on the piss."
on the piss.
On the
On the
piece.
piss. So, like, when,
on the piece, yeah?
One of the people at the press conference was like, "Oh, saw Connor tweeted about your fight or whatever. What do you think?" And he's just like, "Oh, he's probably on the piss." Just talking like just
Yeah. Piss
He's
means drunk.
like
Or he's on the shit. No, he's on. He's like
he's salty. Like
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I like that too. Oh, he's on the piss. Yeah.
He's on the piss.
He's on the piss. I don't care.
Are we allowed to culturally appropriate other
Australian
white?
culture?
Yeah, Anglo's fine.
Okay, cool. Just make sure.
It's just prison culture.
Yeah, I eat Vegemite and fairy bread all the time. Fuck Australia.
I drink Foster's.
Shrimp on the Barbie.
Man, one time in high
Outback
school,
Steakhouse.
for whatever reason, did people ever get mad at you when you'd steal like their parents' booze?
I stole my parents' booze.
No, but I mean like other people's parents' booze.
I was the parents that we stole from.
Okay, I stole like a fat can of Foster's out of somebody's fridge when I was like a junior in high school. I was just at the house when people were drinking, and I was out, so I just took that. And this girl like lost her fucking mind. I was like, "Your dad's gonna miss one fucking fat can of Foster's." It was the only one left. She was like her dad just like wants to come home, and it's like, "Where the fuck is my Foster's? It's been a long day."
Yeah, no. I remember when I was 14, every week I would take 2 beers out of Coors Lights out of the fridge. Silver bullets.
Yeah.
And then like at end of the 2 or 3, and then like end of the month we'd have enough to get our 14-year-old fucking.
It's pretty smart. And the key is too, you move everything else up to the front of the case.
Yes.
Right? So you take or you just take
Oh
from
no,
the back.
it's already taken out of the case.
Oh,
It was in the beer fridge. We had a beer fridge. We had a wine fridge. We had a whole lot of stuff.
When you grow up poor, parents drink at home.
We had a liquor cabinet that I would steal from, and I would just mix up different things, kind of making my own version of a Manhattan.
Yeah, we like rarely had booze in our house, but that was the one thing. Like we'd have like some shitty bourbon for a Manhattan.
My dad would make me crush all the beer cans as like a game, as like recycling afterwards. I would stomp on them.
Whee!
Yeah, exactly. As a small child.
And then we would drink.
Like, Dad, I want to skip it, and he's like, "No, jump on the beer cans."
Exactly.
We would drink in the public park,
Oh, I did that all the time.
in the woods. Like these people in high school that had house parties. In what world?
Now you drank in a park.
I drank in a fucking park.
I would like find parks where you had like a good view of the street. So if you saw a cop like park, like there was no way for the cops to sneak up on you.
We were always by a creek. You had to jump the creek, and then you would just dash the other way. You just had to beat your friends. Like you didn't have to be the fastest. You just couldn't be the slowest.
Yeah. That's why you have like 2 fat friends. Because if the one guy, he'll suspect it.
And I was a fat friend.
Oh, were you?
I kept a fatter friend.
Yeah, you always need a fatter friend.
That's just life lessons to live by.
Yeah.
But these are also city people problems. See, living in the country, we just drove to a field.
Delco's
and then we drove
There's no
into the
law.
field.
Are there
the
even
burbs.
drinking laws in the country for minors? I feel like every kid I know who grew up in the country, they were like, yeah, the sheriff didn't care. Like,
Exactly. And then he showed up and be like, time to go home. And if you were too drunk, he just drove you home.
yeah.
Well, there's our cops pretty much dealt with us and like heroin overdoses. That was it.
RIP youth underage drinking. I used to make fake IDs in high school.
I don't understand how anyone could get away with using a fake ID in high school.
Well, no, I would take a real ID and I would scratch it.
I know, but you're still like look like an infant. Like I look at a high schooler now. Like if I was working at 7-Eleven and one of these fucking fetuses came up and bought like the most obvious underage liquor purchase.
Yeah, a handle of the cheapest vodka and a 30-pack of the cheapest beer.
They'd be like, no, get the fuck out.
You'd be that mean. You wouldn't be like, they're going to have a good time.
Yeah, I can't lose my job at 7-Eleven.
That's true.
Dan, how'd you do on the college football week?
I think going through our picks on the show, outside top 25, go ahead and rate and subscribe to Drinkin Press Sports, obviously. We pop up every Wednesday. I think we're going live tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going live tomorrow morning.
Had my worst week. Went 500. Went 9-9.
Wow, so, pretty trash.
Tragic.
Yeah.
500. Bad week. Hate to see it. I didn't go through your picks yet, but I ended up doing well because I hit up a 6-team teaser.
I think Ross has converted us to the teaser life.
He really has. They seem kind of easy.
They seem really easy.
Because I've hit like
But why are they there?
3 in the last 3
I don't know.
It's very confusing to me.
Yeah.
It's like not enough people know about it.
You get like an obscene amount of points.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you stick, like, you can always play it safe with 2-team teaser at minus 120.
And then just put whatever you want. Yeah, put like, some big amount on that.
Depends. Any game you feel super confident in. But I hit a 6-team teaser in college football, then I hit a 5-team teaser in the NFL. So I had a good week. My bookie keeps paying me out.
Look at you.
And, I don't know if they're going to just, like, excommunicate me soon.
Anything surprise you this week?
The lines that came out?
No, I don't mean new lines yet. I mean...
Those surprised me.
All right, let's talk about it. Because actually we got BT Bates in the chat. whose Arkansas fucking Hogs are.
I had the Arkansas money line, which saved me.
I bet the Arkansas money line this past week, but Arkansas 18.5 point fucking.
You sit the fuck down, Giorgio. You sit the fuck down.
Come on. 18.5 point dogs to Georgia. We talked about this. They think that basically Georgia's going to win 30-0.
That line stinks out loud.
That line's fucking crazy. I sprinkled the money line.
It's so stinky. Like, because everyone and their mother's going to take Arkansas, right?
Right.
Even Georgio's going to take Arkansas.
I told my dad to bet it.
18.5?
Yeah.
That's to me, that screams, like 21-0 Georgia. Like, Jefferson's not going to move the ball. Georgia shuts them out. They don't score a point.
That's the problem. Jefferson, I don't know how banged up he is.
He's banged up. He's not that great.
A&M has a good defense, too. I mean, so they already faced a good defense, and they scored
They're not Georgia.
No, but that's the problem. They're not Georgia.
Georgia's maybe the greatest defense ever.
Ever. So Arkansas doesn't score, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and what? But here's the thing, though. What if Georgia wins like 17-0?
I mean, yeah.
Or 17-6.
I'm staying away. Like, I sprinkled the Arkansas money line just because the odds are so long.
I think it's a stay away, but if you're going to touch it, I would just throw that Arkansas up 6 points.
Yeah.
I mean, they got to cover 24.5, right?
You would fucking think so.
They got to cover 24.5.
Only because their defense is good enough to make sure Georgia doesn't score that much.
Right. I mean,
2 field goals.
2 field goals.
That's really all you need.
Yeah.
I mean, we were at the Vandy game. Obviously, that is like playing high school at this point. But Georgia.
Vanderbilt's fucking awful.
Georgia covered the spread in the first quarter.
Yeah.
It's 35 points. They were up 35-0 at the end of the first.
How was that Vandy game, by the way?
Soulless too.
But it was all Georgia fans.
It was all Georgia fans. Tailgate was fun with Georgia fans behind us. Yeah, Vandy doesn't care about football.
That's the funniest part about Vandy games is that for the blue blood programs, it's a home game for the blue blood.
Yeah,
like for Georgia, when Georgia, Bama,
it was the Red Sea.
To a lesser extent, Florida, like when all those teams play there, or like Tennessee.
Yeah.
Actually, Tennessee's a rivalry game, so they get a little bit up for that. But yeah, it's all fucking road people because they want to go to Nashville. It's like going to be like Raiders games. Like everyone, it's going to be people going to.
No, there's Raider fans.
I mean, Raiders have been one of the hardcore franchise.
Yeah, no, the Raiders fans will travel to Vegas.
Right.
Raiders Nation is not a location.
That's fair.
They take turns operating in the triangle of Vegas, San Francisco, and then
it's a gang.
Yeah,
it's a gang.
It is a gang. It's like a chariot racing gang. Yeah, that's fair.
It truly is. Yeah, you don't put your fucking St. Louis bullshit on the Raiders. Just because they left my city, so I can't be a Rams fan anymore.
No, I just assume Vegas people don't like anything.
I know they're
into
you're thinking of the Strip.
I know they're into the Knights.
Real Vegas people are.
Yeah. All right. That's fucking fair.
Yeah, they'll take in whatever. Take in whatever they get. They do it every day.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fine. What were there any other lines this week from the ranked teams that caught your eye?
I mean, I know it's in Tuscaloosa, but that Bama line is weird. 14.5.
Yeah.
Should be more.
No, I don't know. Like, Lane Kiffin can dump in points on Saban. No Saban.
Did they cover that last time they played when they scored like 90 points against each other?
Didn't they lose by a touchdown last year? And that wasn't even a good Ole Miss team.
Bama won 63-48.
Okay, but it was like I think maybe Bama last second, like bullshit touchdown.
It was tight for a lot of the game.
Yeah. From what I remember. But no, I mean, Corral's fucking cooking right now. Ole Miss should cover 14.5. Like, nobody in college football right now is
14 points better than head
and shoulders above anybody.
Well, at that they're close enough.
Yes.
Yeah, they're close enough. That line, I teased that line. I put that line in a teaser. Teased that up because
you were high on Ole Miss coming in.
I was. I told you they were going to give people problems in the West.
I said they win 7 to 8 games. Looks like I have egg on my face right now.
Yeah.
But, we're getting into that SEC schedule, so we'll see.
Woo! Did you see the news? Did you see what Tennessee said about Missouri?
No.
Some running back for Tennessee who was like, I can't really get into the game plan, but we're going to have some fun. Because our defense is so shitty that they're just
run all over them, yeah.
Yeah, they're just fucking like horny to start running on Missouri.
Just pad those stats.
Yeah, it is a stat padding game. I'm glad that Mizzou BC game was at 11, so my whole day could be ruined.
Who is our athletic director, and when can I hate them?
We just hired some lady from UNLV. So
where's that piece of trash from?
just throwing garbage around. She's apparently a great fundraiser.
Nothing to do with she's a woman. Why are we hiring anyone from UNLV?
Apparently, she did a great job fundraising at UNLV. Supposedly.
Are we that poor now?
Yeah, I guess.
Is enrollment that low?
Mm-hmm.
No, we're back. We got over that 2015 situation.
Poop swastika?
Yeah, we got over the poop swastika dip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you buy in on the dip?
If I could have bought the dip, I would have.
We're not bounced back from the dip. We were at the height of Mizzou.
Yeah, 2014 was the height.
Yeah.
We peaked, and now it's all dead. It's all downhill.
No, was it 2014 or was it 2007?
14.
Chase Daniels, 2007.
Yeah, but I still think
was
14 was the peak, and then we fell off a cliff.
Who was the quarterback in 2014? Franklin?
Mock.
Yeah.
That was Mock at his cocaine height.
Right. And we won the SEC.
Oh, you have experience with him, right, Giorgio?
I mean, he's been at parties. I watched him ride around on a scooter. It was pretty cool.
Oh, were you a part of his scooter chase with two chicks on the back?
I thought you were part of a scooter gang.
No, that was the football team.
I always said his nickname should have been Scooter.
That'd have been great.
Right? That would have been a great nickname for him.
They were all just like wheeling around, freshmen. He was really young coming in too, wasn't he?
He was just freshman. He redshirted though. God. Yeah, that Scooter year was a redshirt year.
Yeah.
Not Snowfall?
No, I like Scooter better.
Yeah.
Scooter still implies...
It's so weird seeing your college quarterback just like whipping it around in this like tiny little scooter. I don't know.
Is it? Scooters were hot then.
They were, but it was weird.
Hey-oo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
R.I.P. Mizzou.
Yeah, Oklahoma barely survived this weekend.
Fuck, I was so pissed. West Virginia should have won that game.
Should have won that game.
Like West Virginia had that fucking game.
Spencer Rattler stinks.
And I had the
I've been on this fucking mountaintop for 2 years now. Spencer Rattler's terrible.
I've been saying that Lincoln Riley might suck, and you won't believe that.
All right, so I'll throw a stat at you. I'll actually counter that. Lincoln Riley teams actually get off to a really slow start every year. It's not indicative of a Lincoln Riley team right now. This is par for the course.
So wouldn't that absolve Spencer Rattler of some responsibility? No. He still sucks?
He still's terrible.
They've been worse every year under Lincoln Riley. I'm actually just excited for them. I want them to make the playoff because there's no line that will be big enough.
I was kind of talking to you about this, and Jake, our softcore history co-host. Is Oklahoma just kind of 2014 FSU?
Yeah. At least that, if not worse.
Where they're just kind of like bullshitting around. Maybe Spencer Rattler, maybe shaving points. Maybe we throw that allegation out.
Wow.
He doesn't look
like Jameis.
He doesn't look like he's super into being a college quarterback. No. You know what I mean?
Weird because that's probably the best position in life.
Yes.
There's probably no. It's only allowed for 4 years, and not even.
Yeah.
But like, can you be happier anywhere than being a college quarterback?
In college, the star of a huge team, and he's just like, man, fuck this. Like I see his face, and I'm just like, I don't know how excited you are to actually be the quarterback of Oklahoma. Like all the other ones, even Jalen Hurts, who was a transfer, let alone Kyler Murray and Baker Mayfield, like they all fucking loved it. Like they were having a great time.
There are old men who will commit suicide for you.
Yeah. Do you know how many homeless children I would kill to have my soul transplanted into Spencer Rattler's body?
For a week.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. I have to get back to my kid. Like, I don't want to lose my kid. But like, yeah, for a little while.
Oh, so like Disney's The Jersey, where you just throw it on and you hop into the game.
Yeah. But it's just made of the skin of homeless children.
Is that on Disney Plus? It's got to be, right?
I'm going to start throwing things again.
You didn't like that show?
You didn't like The Jersey?
You didn't like The Jersey? What childhood did you have?
Man, that would have been rad if you fucked up a camera.
Yeah, that you bought.
I want my gavel back.
Well, it's too damn bad.
Anyway, yeah.
John!
Spencer Rattler needs to appreciate what is making his penis get to be his penis. Let alone, I assume he's got some good NIL shit going on.
And I know Ross shits all over fucking Oklahoma's defense, but that's the reason they're undefeated right now.
Yeah. Their defense is the one holding them up. Their offense is fucking dog shit.
Well, Ross doesn't respect defense.
Yeah, that's fair.
And, connection to Ohio State.
Salt.
What?
With Grinch.
Oh.
Grinch coached Ohio State. Doesn't like Grinch.
Whatever. Their
Grinch
defense
is a really good defense.
They are undefeated because of their defense.
Yes.
They should be 2-2.
Yeah, at least. Yeah. They truly should.
I think Texas is going to fuck them up.
Whoa.
I know. I don't say that lightly.
Whoa.
Okay, let's pump the brakes. They beat Tech. They put 70 on Tech.
Yeah, Texas just looks like they're playing angry.
Ever since they lost Arkansas?
Yeah.
Are they mean?
They're mean. They got a mean streak right now.
Casey
Baylor
Thompson
mean?
looks really good.
He looked fine.
And Bijan Robinson, he like I've been saying, the dark horse.
He's
Heisman,
the dude, yeah.
He's good.
No, he is, yeah. No,
Yeah, we agree with you, Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, did we say you could talk?
We gave him
That'll be my
did.
last
Very
comment
unfortunate.
of the podcast.
Your Texas State Bobcats not doing so hot.
We suck.
Yeah.
Transfer U not working out.
I think they lost to who was that school he lost to like 2 weeks ago?
Incarnate Word.
Yeah, it's not a real school.
Oh, is that Oklahoma like shitty private school or not Oklahoma? San Antonio. Is that San Antonio?
Yes.
I don't want to just dismiss a school, just like Ross does. Like he'll dismiss UCF. He's like, oh, it's not a real school, even though it's the biggest school in the country. Incarnate World is not a real school.
Fun fact: Incarnate Word had maybe it was so bad that I told TSM, or at least asked TSM, not to write about it. They had the most depressing sorority recruitment video that I have ever seen in my life in like 2012, 2013. And it was so bad that I was like, Veronica, like it would just be mean to
make
write
fun of
about
this.
this. Yeah, like it would just be like cruel. Like you can't, like don't. Like, and I was just making fun of Steve McNair's kids. And
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Where it's just like it's that bad and that pathetic. Where you're just like, oh, this is punching down.
yeah,
This is the definition of punching down.
it's punching down the way they're like, like walking into a maternity ward and punching down at the babies in the cribs.
Like kicking a small dog.
Yeah, there's nothing funny about it. Like it's just cruel. Anyway, Incarnate Word beat Texas State. They need to just
around.
Yeah, they need to just fold that shit up.
Hey,
They
but
have
we
a
know how to
great
party.
stadium too.
What'd you say, Sean?
The Bobcats.
we
The
know how to
Bobcats should
party.
be good. Yeah. No, it's good.
No, we win the tailgate.
We win the tailgate.
Yeah, that's
You don't
right.
have to go to the
Alabama doesn't
game.
have good tailgates. I fucking forgot. We all like that is the.
And back to your comment from before. If your team is winning and you're a top 25 team, the tailgates are so much better.
So much better.
Not even fucking comparable. Like if you are in a conference winning team,
Yeah.
just walking around makes you happy.
Yeah.
You know what
the
gives
whole
energy to a fucking campus? College game day coming to your school.
Yeah.
You don't actually go to college game day because you can't drink there.
No.
But the fact that it's there, yeah.
And you kind of want to avoid it because it is jam-packed.
Well, you said like the kind of like the like nerdy dorm kids who were like, "Oh, to be on ESPN, I'm a journalism major." Like
get
they
there
all
at
go there
3
with the
a.m..
signs.
Yeah.
And then like all the like all the people in like fraternities and sororities and anyone else that's like fun gets hammered.
and you
instead.
can still hear them from the distance. Yeah.
No, there is.
Well, game day was literally right outside Big 12.
Yeah, on the quad. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was one of the most insane weekends of my life. And I wasn't even in school anymore. I just came back for it.
Game day came for the Cincinnati game a few years ago, and when we stomped Cincinnati, and it was fantastic.
Guys, I have legit, my body is having a visceral reaction, and I'm having FOMO of being on a college campus during game day.
Yeah.
Like I need to be there drinking, not caring about the world.
Thankfully, I didn't get that FOMO this weekend because I was at Vanderbilt. So
Did that really fulfill you? Or is
no.
No.
Vanderbilt. Yeah, I'm sorry. And I'm not really a.
I feel like
They
if
didn't
it-
really win the party either.
That's the dude. I hate that. So like you're saying, like I hate that. You don't. Well, we always win the party. No, you wouldn't know because you've never been to it like a top 10 team tailgate.
Maybe if your alcohol was super cheap and all your women were like kind of dumb and really hot. Like if you had enough, if you had
That is another
Nevada-
gripe I had with Nashville. It was very expensive.
Yes.
Like the bars.
Really, worse than Austin?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Like 2 Yinglings and like 2 shots, like $40.
What bars were you going to? God damn.
hole in the wall bars.
Sounds like a tourist trap.
So we went to Broadway. Obviously, it's kind of like their 6th Street, probably like very touristy. But I mean, I had no knowledge of this going in. But we were trying to find like the biggest honky tonk, rinketiest places on Broadway. Still super expensive.
Yeah, we didn't wait in line. Like we were there with old people and like they kind of.
We're like, we want to find the grossest people in this town.
Yes.
There were just
as
groups
well, you
of
should
old
want to.
women dancing, like really dancing.
Yeah. So like two beers, 2 shots, $40.
What? I mean, shots are always kind of expensive, but the beers, that's fucking nuts.
And it's Yingling.
I was also under the impression
Yeah,
it was
right.
actual moonshine, but it was a moonshine shot. So
Boo.
it's kind of on me.
Moonshine's
Kinda on me.
trash anyway. It's
Hand up.
You're not really missing out.
Ruben Schneider says I can still do that by being the old dude and driving down to TU.
Let's
And
fucking
it's
go.
Like, TU's not good enough right now.
What?
Like you have to be like really good to like want to go back. It's different. Like,
What
you
is
got like
TU?
or UT? Sorry,
what? Yeah.
forgot.
There are going to be people angry at you. Sean, are you angry?
good for them.
Yeah, and by the way, back to the other thing too. Like we could go back up to Mizzou and party or whatever, and be old creepy guys there. But I guarantee you, the tailgates aren't as fun as if we were a ranked team.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like if you're a top 5 team, like people come back for that. It's okay to
Top
see old
20
people.
team, yeah.
because they're throwing money around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
buying shots for
And
the
everyone's
kids.
just in a good time.
Yeah.
It's okay, but if you're there with a losing team, it's like, why are you here to watch this?
Yeah, we're like
creepy old
2-5. Everyone's bummed out. Nobody
Right.
cares about anything. Like, dude, fuck this.
You're not fucking some dude's dad when your team is 2-5,
Yeah.
which was the greatest video I've ever seen.
I was saying, I showed you that video, right?
Yeah, it was so
oh
good.
my God, I was joking. I didn't mean for you to actually fuck my dad. That's a video that was on Mizzou's
Old bro.
old row. Yeah. It was on a couple. I think it was on their Barstool as
Who
well.
are the cheerleaders a few years back?
Oh, the blowed off my ass, Raquel?
Yeah.
Raquel.
Raquel.
Yeah.
Was that Okie State or Mizzou?
That was Mizzou.
That was
Sorry.
Mizzou? All right.
Yeah, come on.
Dude off my ass, Raquel. Anything else fun happen this week?
All right, Sean, do you want to just go
We
ahead?
talk about the Cowboys. You want to jerk
I'll-
off to the Cowboys
I'll
here?
give you 30 seconds on the Cowboys. Go ahead.
This is
Cut to the wide.
Hightower Sean's
Cut to the
Cowboy
wide.
Minute.
Cut to the wide. I'll
you
interrupt
go.
every now and then. Eagles didn't look good. Hurts didn't look good. Obviously, defense let us down. But, I mean, I kind of told Ross, yeah. I mean, the line was 3.5. I was feeling Cowboys probably in my hearts. I did not see us winning this game.
Yeah.
Didn't think we would get blown out, but, you know, it happens.
I'm feeling pretty good about everything I've said about the Cowboys this whole time I've been here. I said I think the defense would be improved with Dan Quinn. I thought Dak Prescott would be pretty good. The only thing I've been wrong about, I wasn't really like stoked about drafting a linebacker that early, but Michael Parsons has been great. So
Well, he gave himself a nickname this week, so that's cool.
what was it, like the Terminator?
Terminator, yeah.
Yeah. So we got a bunch of dogs on defense. Like you got Trayvon Diggs with that pick 6. He already has 3 interceptions this year. Like he's been really good. So I haven't been this excited about a Cowboys team in a really long time.
Well, my expectations for the Eagles were on the ground this year, so kind of par for the course. Cowboys, I think, are probably going to win the NFC East pretty easily.
It's
I
an
still think
awful
the Rams
division.
Are the best
It's
team
terrible.
in the NFL right now. The Rams are. I think they're the best team. They look really good.
Oh, dude, yeah, our Rams fucking blew out the Bucks.
Yeah, the Rams are the best
our
team.
Super Bowl predictions.
Yeah,
are
that is. I
good.
think we're dead on. Dude, we get both the college and the
And
Super Bowl.
Georgia, if we hit both, we got to get something, right?
Yeah.
Give us some love.
We called that straight up.
Justin Tucker hit the longest field goal in NFL history at the buzzer.
That saved a teaser that ended up later getting killed by the Chiefs,
Yeah.
who are fucking garbage.
Well,
BT Bates is
I
telling
don't
Sean to
think
mute
so.
himself.
go ahead and mute yourself there, Sean.
Yeah, if you just mute yourself, that'd be great.
Yeah. All right. He muted himself. There you go, BT Bates. No,
Hope you're happy.
Tucker, though, apparently he's done this to Detroit before. I think before he hit like a 60-yard field
He
goal. in
did.
Detroit.
Oh, we were having this debate off air. Justin Tucker, greatest UT football player of all time in the NFL.
No.
Who beats him?
Does he count? Like he's a
Yeah.
Hall of Famer, right? Like,
Yeah, he's for sure a Hall of Famer.
Like one of the best. He is I think statistically the best kicker in NFL history.
Yeah. Let us know in the chat, by the way.
Yeah, no.
Justin Tucker is the greatest UT football player of all time in the NFL.
He's got to have some competition, no?
I don't know that he does.
It's not even close.
Yeah. If it is, it's some like snooze.
Sean, all right, Sean, unmute yourself. Who's the greatest Texas football player of all time?
Well, there's an argument for Ricky Williams just because when he came back,
Yeah.
how dominant he was.
I
But-
mean, even when he came to the league, he was pretty dominant.
I would still say Justin Tucker. Like he's just been consistently good.
If Ricky Williams is even in the conversation, then the answer is Justin Tucker.
Just because he took a sabbatical to find himself, like he
what
was
about-
ahead of the times.
Yeah, that's
What about
true.
Earl
Ricky
Campbell?
Williams was the first guy to leave his job and just travel the world.
You got to put
He was
Earl
a
Campbell up
visionary.
there too. He was dominant
So he was the
Yeah,
first.
I'm getting
keeper
Earl
alive.
Camel in the chat. I don't give a shit about that.
He was, I mean, yeah, Ricky Williams trailblazed so like white girls everywhere could take a leap year.
I think in his heart, Ricky Williams is a white woman.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's okay. We don't judge that.
Likes Eastern medicine, doesn't want to work.
Reminds me a lot of my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you have sex with Ricky
that
Williams?
is your girlfriend.
His soul?
Yeah, I think he lives here, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I think he has his own like little dispensary. I think he owns like a liquor store here as well.
Yeah, that all makes sense. Was he selling Delta 8 somewhere?
Probably. Can we get him on the podcast?
Probably.
Well, you gotta find him first.
Yeah.
I don't know. He could just be in a
You
tent
just,
right now.
just put little like kind buds, like a Hansel and
Like,
Gretel,
he might-
from wherever he lives to the studio.
He's got plenty of money, but
he'll
like he
be
might
here.
willingly be in a tent on Cesar Chavez.
Yeah, he might have just gone and lived with them.
Yeah, just to, like for the fuck of it.
Yeah.
No
I think
real
when you're
reason.
rich, you really just have nothing left to do.
Nothing.
I'd spend the money, then make more money, I guess. But it's just like, okay.
Yeah. Alexander wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer. So he lived in a tent under an overpass and did drugs.
That'd be a great little like kids book.
Yeah, it was called Into the Wild.
Yeah, that is pretty much the same fucking thing.
Yeah. So I guess soccer happened this week too.
I just saw a PSG
really.
victory today.
They did. Messi's kind of lighting up in the French league, which we all kind of expected because that
Do
league
we-
doesn't really
Is
matter.
that like the equivalent of a good college team going to a G5 conference?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, or probably worse than that. It's like when
God.
one of the ball kids went to Europe. and
That would be
played.
sick. If Bama went to the American, it would rock.
Right. So that's
Exactly. Why don't
that's
they do
Messi
that?
going to PSG.
Yes.
All right, so if that theoretically, if that ever happened, I know it would never happen, but
That was
if-
the best
if
segue out
if
of soccer you've ever
if
done, by the
Bama
way.
I know. If Bama went to like the Sun Belt and just rolled everybody by 100, do you keep Bama out of the playoff?
No.
No.
You
But it's
don't.
Bama. No.
That is the problem with schools like Boise State or your school back when the AAC was a little more winnable is you still weren't putting up what you needed to put up.
I know, but they would essentially. Why hasn't there been a school? Maybe it could be second tier, right? Like
Yeah.
if you're, I don't know. Let's say
It's
you're
Notre Dame. What you're describing is Notre Dame.
No. Notre Dame is independent and will always be independent. Let's say, North Carolina, right? In ACC, they just leave the ACC and go to the Sun Belt or something, or fucking, I don't know. Maybe not North Carolina now.
That's too shitty.
Yeah. How about let's say Georgia,
Okay.
Nebraska.
Georgia. I like Georgia. Georgia's like
or no, better yet, Michigan. Michigan would
Okay,
be a perfect
perfect.
example.
That's a good example.
Michigan
Goes
from
to the
Big
MAC.
Ten, goes to the MAC and just rolls everybody.
Right.
And they're essentially Gonzaga in football.
yes.
You
They
put
get
them
in all. They get in every year,
yeah.
especially
Do they
in a
get in?
12-team playoff.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so Messi is basically there to get in the Champions League, make them like a dangerous in the Champions League every year.
Yeah, they're trying to win the champ. They haven't won the Champions League yet. PSG, and PSG has just dumped so much money into it.
Ooh, I love that.
So now they're just like, fine, we'll buy the best player in the world and pay him whatever he wants.
So they are Gonzaga.
Yeah. They're like salivating at the mouth. There's angry Saudi men who are like, why can't we buy this championship?
Wait, Saudis own PNG or PSG?
Saudis own the world, man.
That's fucking fair. Why don't they own a basketball team yet? Russian oligarchs buy NBA teams.
And then sell them.
That's true, but they did buy them.
Yeah, and then sold them and then became successful.
Was that a tax haven?
It
Nets?
definitely is because,
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Ryder Cup happened, by the way.
Yeah. Didn't you think the U.S. was going to lose?
No.
You bet against them, didn't you?
Yeah, because of the juice, baby. The juice.
Sweet juice.
Okay. So they were favorites.
I mean, I knew this was going to happen. The course was set up for us to beat the shit out of them with just hitting the shit out of the ball. Long drives.
They can't drive.
Yeah, Europeans more finesse game.
Okay.
Americans are smash it.
That's very on brand for both continents.
Yep. So usually that's where the home field advantage comes into play. It won't next Ryder Cup's in Rome, so probably won't be as dominant. But we got depth. Here's what happened, right? Europe is old. Most of their team is just a bunch of old 40-year-old
I mean, they got John Rahm.
They're the best player in the world.
Yeah.
John Rahm. But John Rahm
Can't do it alone?
Can't do it alone. No, I think he won every match that he was in except for the final day. I think he went 4-1.
Okay.
Lost to Scotty Scheffler. Scotty Scheffler shit pumped him. Scotty Scheffler, our 12th man, by the way, beat their best player. We were deep. We were super deep, super talented.
Would you call this our A team even? I know Morikawa was there.
Yeah, no, this is the best team we've
Okay.
ever. Probably the best Ryder Cup team we've ever put together. But, you know, you had chemistry issues. You had Bryson, you had Brooks. Apparently they came together. At one point, Brooks suggested that him and Bryson play together one day, I think Saturday. Steve Stricker struck that down because he was just like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
You guys are still fucking
stupid.
Yeah,
they don't like how fun
but
they are.
It was the most dominant Ryder Cup performance in Ryder Cup history, 1909. They broke the record. DJ went 5-0. DJ he's the oldest player on the U.S. team by far, and got a little loose. He was drinking on the 18th hole.
Love that.
Got fucked up during the interview.
Did he get tossed a beer? Was he one of the guys that got tossed that beer?
He kept running up for tequila. He was doing fucking straight.
Fuck yeah.
Straight tequila out of the glass. You know, he probably went home, partied with Paulina afterwards.
And his dad.
Had a good
his
time.
dad-in-law.
Yeah, his dad-in-law. No, it was overall a good time. I asked this to you guys before the show, though. Is the Ryder Cup the last, like, true patriotic sporting event there is now? Other than maybe the World Cup.
But I see a lot of soccer hipsters on Twitter all the time. They're like, I love rooting for Team USA, but I just feel so dirty, like being patriotic.
No, yeah. It's because US knows nothing about soccer and they want to be hipsters and like it. Team USA is all they had.
Yeah,
they like MLS is just pathetic. So they're really on this whole like Team USA thing, but they're liberals and now they want to like America.
Right. But they feel dirty for liking America too. They don't want to like cheer it on with someone.
They don't want to wear American flag.
Right. With someone
shirts or pants
who they're like probably next to at a bar who looks like you or something, who's like not even like a stereotypical like conservative, but they're just such a twee hipster that they think anyone with like a beard and any sort of muscle mass like has a Confederate flag on their truck, and they don't want to cheer next to that guy for the same flag.
No.
Yeah.
No. It's fucking ridiculous. But golf might be the saving grace for it.
It is, because we can always beat up on Europeans.
Well, and also, none of those people are rooting for golf. Like, hipsters have taken over NBA fandom and have always been at the forefront of soccer fandom.
Right.
But golf is golf.
But the hipsters are being put into a blender right now with the current NBA situation.
Right.
What, with the vaccines?
The vaccines and players like Bradley Beal and Kyrie Irving.
Oh, can I read what Kyrie Irving said?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Let me pull that up real quick. So Kyrie Irving is pretty extremely anti-vax, and I'm sure there are a lot of people in the comments that'll be like, shut up, you liberal homo or whatever. But let me put it this way. If you don't want to get vaccinated, I'm not going to go in on that right now, but I will say, no matter how anti-vaccine for COVID you might be, you will hear this and think this is the dumbest fucking thing you've ever heard in your life. No matter how little you want that needle in your arm, you will read this or hear what I'm about to read and think, Jesus Christ, this is the dumbest man alive.
Well, this man was also a flat earther at one point.
Yes. And
is
this
he not anymore?
I think he's come around to believe that the earth is round, yes.
So I'll read this here. It's from a story from who wrote this? I forget who wrote it. I think it's from some Sports Illustrated. So it's some sports outlet, but I'm not positive. Anyway, Irving, who serves as vice president on the executive committee of the Players Union, recently started following and liking Instagram posts from conspiracy theorist who claims that secret societies are implanting vaccines in a plot to connect black people to a master computer for a plan of Satan, which is not even how you would like say that, right?
Why does Satan have a computer?
Right. Why does Satan need a computer?
Yeah. This Moderna microchip misinformation campaign has spread across multiple NBA locker rooms and group chats, according to several of the dozen-plus current players, Hall of Famers, league executives, arena workers, and virologists interviewed for the story in the past week. So essentially, Kyrie Irving is getting like some portion of the NBA to think they're getting low-jacked by Satan.
By the way, vice president of the Players Association.
Yeah. Do you want this guy fucking negotiating on your behalf for anything?
And you know who just took over as president? It's not Chris Paul. Chris Paul got the fuck out of Dodge.
Apparently.
It's CJ McCollum, who's got to deal with this headache now.
Ooh.
Oh, CJ.
He's just jealous of Nicki Minaj. He wanted a little bit of that Nicki rub. He's like, I want to be trending on Twitter.
Irvin, yeah, he's stirring the pot.
Sucks for CJ too, because CJ Chris Paul has the cachet to be like, Kyrie, shut the fuck up. But like, what's CJ McCollum going to say to Kyrie Irving?
Well, he beat Duke.
I get, yeah, that's true. Wait, was it Kyrie's Duke or no?
No.
I honestly don't remember because Kyrie played fucking 6 games for Duke. I don't.
Yeah, Kyrie did not play for Duke.
What was there?
He kind of attended Duke, right?
Yeah, he sort of attended. He didn't
was in Durham.
I don't know what he learned at Duke.
He's certainly nothing.
He's not a great. If I was a North Carolina fan, I would constantly conflate Kyrie Irving's thoughts with Duke's education.
I'm not throwing stones if I'm a North Carolina fan.
No.
Not
after that.
Not after making up classes altogether.
Yeah.
It's better to not attend class than learn whatever Kyrie Irving learned.
Well, yeah, there's no dinosaurs. The Earth is flat.
Dinosaur bones were planted by Jesus.
Also, we got to apologize to Texas fans everywhere. I just saw in the comment section, massive overlook on our part. Earl Campbell.
Yes.
I'm still going with Justin Tucker.
Oh,
I said
his
that.
career's not over
Earl
yet.
Campbell.
Yeah, he said Earl Campbell.
I didn't hear you, Sean. I usually don't.
Yeah, we try not to listen to Sean. But
I'm
I'm gonna buy
say
a Kyrie Irving
Earl.
jersey now.
I'm gonna say Earl Campbell. This is kind of Kyrie Irving's unliked by everyone now. He picked no side.
Is there? Yeah, he has no side. It's weird to me that people are just now saying that because I was looking at his Instagram maybe a year ago, and it's never. We talked about this on the softcore history episode with Jack Mandeville, how it's never a good sign if a white guy starts posting lots of Viking shit or a black guy starts posting lots of weird mystical Egyptian stuff.
Yeah, it's never a good. It's never.
And Kyrie was doing that with the Egyptian stuff,
and the true sons of Israel. stuff.
Yeah. It's never, or I think we said a Latino guy gets way too into Aztec shit. Every race.
That's not as bad.
That's not as bad. No, the Viking and the Egyptian stuff is typically
Really,
worse.
Yeah. But speaking of black guys who no longer like, Jon Jones.
Yeah,
Arrested in Las Vegas.
I should say the chat was asking for some fight talk.
Yeah, we got a lot of fight talk. I mean, we'll try to wrap it up here pretty quickly. But Jon Jones was reported banging his head against a police car and pulling a woman by her hair at 2 a.m. in Las Vegas, according to arrest reports. I'm assuming this was drug-filled. I'm assuming this lady was in an argument with him. They were probably in some sort of relationship. And Jon Jones seems to not know how to handle his anger nor his feelings in any kind of way.
Or his drug addiction or
no. So it seems like
it sounds like a normal weekend in Las Vegas for a fighter.
Was this in New Mexico? Because he's kind of based out of there.
No, it was in Vegas.
It was in Vegas?
Yeah, where the police report was in Vegas. Shame. This guy, he really could have been the GOAT.
Yeah,
he could have been the undisputed GOAT of MMA.
Let's not pretend like Dana's not going to give him another shot.
No, I think this is the last one. I think this is a wrap on Jon Jones. He's never coming back to light heavyweight.
If Greg Hardy's still in the UFC, I think Jon Jones will probably get another shot.
If he fights, Dana just hates him. He's done with the headache. I think he
wants the payday.
He does, but I think he looks at the heavyweight division as we need to rebrand the heavyweight division.
Dana just saw a discount.
That's true.
That's a pretty good point.
Buy the dip.
And he's also a name.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody wants.
You know who Jon Jones is.
Yeah, nobody wants to watch random Brazilian fight random redneck. I mean, I'll watch it as an undercard maybe, but you got to get me a little juice to get.
Right. I mean, Jon Jones, Francis, it'll happen eventually. Maybe not. But
Francis only has one fight left on the contract.
It might be delayed. Oh, you think Francis is going to sign elsewhere? He's going to go to Bellator.
I could see Francis going to ONE FC. I could see Francis only caring about. I mean, he doesn't have that American love for the UFC in a way. He's not he didn't grow up a wrestler and care about American mixed martial arts.
He's been fighting for 10 minutes.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I think he'll be much easier moved to another organization that'll pay him more money. Yeah. And they see him as we can build around this guy. We'll pay him whatever he wants.
I still think he wants someone to watch his fights.
They love people in Asia. They love fighting out of Singapore.
That's true.
Yeah, ONE FC is massive. But even a bigger, massive fight that I wanted to get to real quick, and speak of someone who everyone also hates, Anthony Joshua. Finally giving up, relinquishing his title.
Second time, though, he's been upset like this.
Yeah.
By a no-name.
I wouldn't say he's no name. Alexander Usyk is the cruiserweight champion for the last 4 years.
I'm a very casual boxing fan. I don't know.
He's an angry Russian who hits really hard, and the 8th round of this boxing match.
Okay, so it's not a complete. It's not like a complete Andy Ruiz situation.
No, it's not that. This is almost like kind of fun. He's arrogant like Conor. Like he's just an angry Russian who just wants to talk trash and wants to hit faces. And the judges had this 113, 115, 112, 116, 112, 117, which means this was a standing victory for him. Mm-hmm. This also means as we'll probably get the lineal heavyweight title fight finally, because Anthony Joshua was never going to fight Tyson Fury. Now that he's relinquished the title again, I think we can combine these boxing titles so we can know who the actual heavyweight champion of the world is again. If anyone can give Fury trouble, it's probably Usyk. He's fast. He's evasive. He hits hard. Tyson Fury is a big man. He is a massive human being, and he's probably one of the best technical boxers that I've seen in my lifetime. And I think this is finally a fight that we could like build around and get excited about again. So like I'm pretty happy about that. I also hate Anthony Joshua because he runs his mouth and has been ducking Tyson Fury for his entire career. So kind of happy he doesn't have the belt anymore.
Also a fight that was just announced that I'm super excited for. Petr Yan versus Corey Sandhagen getting a title shot off a loss to TJ. Interim title shot. But I mean, Sterling's out. Obviously, can't fight Jan for that rematch
because he had neck surgery from a broken neck.
Yes. You can have your opinions of what he did after he took an illegal shot, whether he milked it a little bit. Still an illegal shot.
Took a dive.
Yeah, maybe took a dive.
Celebrate that title.
There is some other big fight news.
What's that?
So I don't know if you guys saw on the social media while you were flying or whatever, but Tyron Woodley got that tattoo.
He did
on his middle finger.
On his middle finger,
yeah.
He's not getting the fight.
No, so he got it, but he's not going to fight.
No, Jake's going to move on.
Yeah, Jake's
fucking
moving on. Yeah.
Fury.
That would be a huge a huge own for him to do that.
That
right?
fight was so boring.
It was boring because Woodley wouldn't kill him.
That's because Woodley does that in all of his fights.
Woodley was the better fighter the whole time, and he wouldn't attack enough.
That's like his rap, his entire UFC career. Is that he doesn't take shots.
Just like it wasn't entertaining. They weren't going to run it back. I don't know why you got the tattoo.
I don't know why you're fighting Fury's little brother though that nobody cares about.
Because of Love Island. And I think the
that's not a big enough name though.
No, I think the TikTok world's gonna like it. I think they're just gonna be like it's two hot guys fighting each other, and they're just gonna.
Little Fury is a hot man.
His physique is very.
He's a fucking Adonis. Not a good boxer though. Very bad boxer.
Yes. But
You don't need to be good at anything if you're hot.
That's what we've learned, honestly, in this world. Is if you're hot enough. Yeah. Life just happens for you.
Like, think about how much more fucked Kyrie Irving would be if he looked like Chris Middleton.
Way more.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving.
If Chris Middleton's making these statements, he's probably in China.
He's playing in China. Yeah. Kyrie Irving is sexy. So
speaking of sexy, another fight news: Habib criticizing ring card girls for being in their skimpy outfits, and if we needed them there. And then Valentina Shevchenko. God, she's sexy as hell. She's arguably the best female fighter on pound for pound.
I would say, but for any fighter in the world right now, from her to her competition, there's the biggest gap.
Yes, yeah, we'll put it like that.
She's that dominant.
Comes back at him
Amanda
with
Nunes too, but they just need to fight each other again for the third time.
Says it's as old as time. Pretty women have been the best accent to all major events.
Yeah,
and I was like, you're absolutely correct. Which is just kind of like
It was weird though. Yeah. I mean, obviously English is not her first language, but she kept referring to the ring girls as a decoration.
Yes.
She's like pretty girl, just decoration. She any event, pretty girl, decoration. They have a place, decoration.
Yeah. Think about how many mass hangings we don't talk about, but we always talk about the Salem witch trials.
Yeah.
Pretty girls.
Pretty girls.
I thought they weren't pretty, and that's why they were assumed to be witches.
No, the pretty ones were the witches back in the day.
Oh,
because they were bewitching, and the uggos would yell. It would be also like, John she was a
Proctor.
witch. My husband only wanted to fuck her because she's a witch.
Was John Proctor a hot cock?
Hot cock?
Yeah, he was a dude.
Yeah.
He was a witch, though.
Yeah.
Or accused of being a witch, so he had to be a hot guy, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
He was probably pretty hot.
He probably just stole someone's stuff.
No.
Okay.
Probably not, right? I have no idea. That's I didn't really
know.
I did the spark notes on that fucking book from high school.
I did not read it. I read Scarlet Letter like 4 times.
The amount of skipped reading I did to grow up to become partly a professional writer, among other jobs I've had, is just hilarious.
I didn't read a whole lot.
Yeah.
Nah, it's more about focusing on the writing than it is the reading.
I don't remember the name of the book.
Yeah.
What was the book?
What?
What was the Salem Witch trial book?
You're thinking of the Scarlet Letter.
No, not Scarlet Letter.
Oh, yeah. The Crucible?
Crucible.
Yeah. That's the one. Didn't read it.
Nope.
Didn't read
the
Chaucer.
Spark Notes.
I read The Stranger. That really resonated with me.
Yeah.
I gave myself a stranger.
Ooh.
No, I don't care about anything.
I don't care about nothing, and I want to shoot an Algerian guy.
Oh, I'm gonna die. You're gonna kill me. I don't care.
Yeah. No. Oh, finally, my life has meaning because you're cutting my head off.
Right.
I read that ending part and I was like, "You're an idiot. Escape or something. What?
Right. Fight back.
Yeah.
Now its legacy is jerking off with the wrong hand.
As well, it should be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Although it's probably revolutionary at the time. I guess there's a lot of. It's so funny how just make art. Just make art because it won't age well.
Yeah,
Probably won't age well in 5 minutes now, let alone.
Especially the French too.
Yeah.
The other big fucking high school book that made us read, Camus. The fucking was it Beetle?
I only read The Stranger.
I don't know if it was called The Beetle, but the guy turns into a beetle.
Right.
Or it's I'm blanking on the name right now. He turns into a beetle and they throw an apple into him. It's a fucking dumb book.
Yeah, it sounds stupid.
I was a big Camus fan though. I read a
I was
lot.
a Camus fan.
I like the myth of Sisyphus. He had some good essays.
Kind of neat that he was in the French Resistance.
Yeah.
Give him that.
Yeah.
Clearly you're a Camus fan if you don't even know the name of the book. It's not The Beetle. I know it's not that. It's like Transformation, not Transformation.
No, that's another guy.
No.
Whatever. Who cares about high school books? We got anything else?
Clearly not us.
Yeah.
Robbie Lawler beat Nick Diaz. I don't know why Ross wanted to put money on Nick Diaz, whatever. We told you how this was going to happen.
I mean, this is sad. Although Nick, sheer volume of just pillow punches.
Right.
What? So I'm sorry.
He was throwing, but it was
so it was like a Jake Paul get the points.
just no power
behind,
but he got rocked and well, not rocked, but like he got put. He kind of gave up.
Yeah,
is that a normal thing in scoring? By the way, where like I complained about this at the time during that show, but because I don't know fighting that well, so I am genuinely curious here. Like they don't take into account like the level of contact.
Damage should count.
Should be, yeah.
But
they
sometimes people just look at numbers.
And they could have given 10-10 rounds, but you know, they did that in the Anthony Joshua Usyk fight, where like if both fighters are really going at it and you can't really score a winner, it could be 10-10. They usually don't do that in super
what if one fighter's
rounds?
looking for his hole and isn't throwing that many punches, but the other one's just throwing a bunch of bitch punches?
They'll score it. They won't score at 9-9, so they'll score at 10-9.
Pretty much, Robbie Lawler was just like taking punches to the face because it did nothing to him.
Right. So that's
Nick Diaz had no power.
It wasn't like that fight from a couple months ago. It was the last McGregor bout where that undercard. That guy just took like 1,000 actual horrible punches to the face.
Sugar Sean.
Yeah.
Fighting the regional guy from New England.
Yeah. Like that guy was absorbing actual damage, whereas like
that guy was a zombie.
Yeah. He's unkillable.
I think Sugar Sean broke like both his hands, both his legs. He lost that fight. I mean, he won the fight clearly, but in the long run,
the guy was Homer
Simpson.
Homer Simpsoning. Like he was just waiting for Sugar Sean to tire out. But I mean, like that's different though. Like Sugar Sean was like dealing blows,
right?
Whereas I feel, but that's crazy that doesn't count as much, or that counts the same as like some weak punches.
It's just.
There's no real universal scorn for any of the
because they're judges.
Combat sports because it's that's why judging in all mixed martial arts is usually pretty sketch and pretty bad because like nobody really knows.
So you don't want to go to decision.
No,
ever.
No, especially not in Texas.
Definitely not in Texas. Definitely not in Houston. Judges. Yeah, Houston's got notoriously bad judges, especially if you're fighting Derek Lewis.
But we can actually get excited for the next fight night. We have the main
Johnny Walker's fighting.
Johnny Walker's fighting
The
Thiago
Worm.
Santos. Two men who have been hurt more than anyone else in their UFC careers.
So Johnny Walker, he got really hurt doing the worm, celebrating.
He was the next up in the light heavyweight division.
Yeah.
Like
what did he hurt?
It was his shoulder. He tore his entire shoulder out
doing the worm, and he's never been the same.
Good God.
He's never been the same.
He was electrifying. Like we were really talking up this guy to like really do something. And after a win where he starches someone, he does the worm and tears his shoulder.
Yeah, look who's the co-main event. The guy that just kind of big leagued me when I met him.
That's almost as bad.
Kevin Holland.
Or maybe it's worse than the NFL player whose career was ruined by getting hit in the eye with a flag.
That's pretty bad. No, that's real bad.
He went blind.
Right. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Stuart
way
Scott?
worse.
No, he was already blind in that eye.
No. Well, Stuart Scott, you know how he got blind, right?
No.
He was at a Jets training camp and he got hit with the jugs machine with the ball. The ball goes.
That's how his eye got fucked up?
Yeah, he got hit with that.
I didn't know
football
that.
going like 90 miles an hour.
R.I.P.
Your eye.
Cooler than the other side of the pillow.
Michael Bisping.
But if you have a ghost bed, all the sides of the pillow are cool.
Are they?
Yeah.
'Cause they have that cooling technology in the mattress.
They do have cooling technology.
We already did the
They've
ads at
made
this
Stuart's.
point.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying they made Stuart Scott useless.
They really did.
Yeah. They've made
He wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
He wouldn't know what
It's a
is
good.
the cool
I
side
don't
of
want
the
to
pillow.
look. I don't want to
They're
get
both
dark
cool.
here, but it's a good thing Stuart Scott died before ghost beds came out.
Yeah, that's true.
You are holding a skeleton while saying that.
This could be Stuart Scott skeleton. You don't know.
Well, it is almost spooky season.
It is. It's
It
coming
is.
around.
Halloween Horror Nights.
My wife already put up the Halloween decorations in the house.
It's September.
Yeah.
I think she just wants something to do after the baby.
The baby takes up plenty of time. I was like, if you want, we can, how long does the baby need its skeleton inside the body? Because a baby's skeleton hanging from like a tree or something would be pretty scary.
See, at the beginning of the episode, you missed your baby, and now you're talking about deboning it.
This is why I need to raise a child.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and agree with Dan now. Like, I didn't think this was a good idea.
I'm not going to debone my baby.
If someone knocks on your door
Swear
later,
to God, if you
I didn't call.
debone your baby,
I would never debone my baby. I would wait for you to have a
well,
child.
definitely don't bone your baby either.
I wouldn't do that. Yeah.
Ew.
And on that note,
Yeah, on that note, someone...
That was an ethical argument I got in with my wife the other day, where she was like, "Is it weird that we're like seeing our kid's penis every day?" And I was like, "No, because it doesn't even like count as a penis
yeah.
at
What
this
else?
point."
What is he gonna do?
And she was
Fend
like,
for himself.
Yeah, she was like, "Yes, it does." And I was like, "Well, I guess it depends on what you do to it." But just
Yeah, Sean, can you hit the button? Hit the off-air button.
I mean, if
please.
he just
Hit that
changing his
now.
diaper, it really doesn't count.
Alrighty. Well, that's the Monday morning
actually,
recap.
I'm going to end
Oh
up...
man, my wife would be so mad if she listened to this.
Is it going to be weird
Thank
when
God.
you see your parents' penis when you're taking care of them as an old person?
That is a nightmare that I never want to have. That the greatest motivator to make a shit ton of money is never having to see your mom's old vagina or your dad's old penis while you're changing their diaper.
Right, and you got to wipe his balls so the poop doesn't get on them. So it
Yeah.
doesn't
That
chafe.
is what homes are for, Rob.
I agree with that. Money.
You get him a nurse.
Just a little money. Even just a little money. Just enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If my mom goes first, I'll get my dad a hot nurse, even just because.
Aw.
I don't even like him that much. I just think it's a good story.
Yeah. Just make his last years nice.
Yeah.
What if hospice care, like no one actually knew this, but hospice care was just like you getting banged 24/7 for the last 8 days of your life?
If that's not a business, we should.
It fucking should be, right? Yeah.
We moved into
like
Nevada
you're
and
like
started
you're dying
hospice.
anyway, and you just have like an IV of Viagra as like prostitutes dressed as nurses who
Right,
do
you
know how to
last-
administer an IV,
Right.
Because they do heroin, so they're good at putting stuff in veins.
And look, nursing doesn't really pay what it used to. So if we can command a nice salary for them, I feel like we got a business model here.
Yeah. If anything, they might be taking a
If there are
hit.
any nurses out there who would like to volunteer for this, and
They get different costumes too. One's in a kind of like a nun outfit, gives them his last rites.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it all just goes back to like making them come.
right, boning old men
Yeah.
for money.
Yep.
Yep, cool.
And I think that's a very solid business venture. I think we got to take this offline.
Yep.
And we'll just get the wheels moving on that for the Monday morning recap. I'm Dan Regester.
I'm
That's
Papa
Rob
G.
Fox. Papa G said his name.
Bye.
Later.
Don't do that.